Day 5 of the Pacific Northwest ride. We are in Lincoln City, Oregon, right up the coast from the border to here. Today, we'll talk about that and some electronic gear review for this episode 2 on UTADV. Stay with us.
Hi, welcome back. If you like what you see, please subscribe, help us out.
Follow us along as we make this trip. It's been a good day. We had a mechanical issue day before yesterday with the Tiger as far as leaking some radiator fluid, and we took care of that with some JB weld. There was just a pinhole leak, and I think we got that pretty well squared away.
Yeah, no issues.
There, yeah. So we're talking in our Sennas back and forth in our helmets as we're riding, and you had said at one point you feel like you belong on it.
Yeah.
Talk about that, would you?
Yeah, so the Tiger, the 800, has felt like such a foreign bike just since coming off of a little cruiser, but yeah, it's feeling like the new normal now for me, and I think it's just been a matter of getting miles in. I think that's been it. Getting
some seat time, and especially on these roads that we've been doing.
Yeah.
But I watch you as you're riding, and I see your helmet goes in the turn before your bike does. You're looking to where you should be going. You're balanced out as you go from one side as a sweeping corner. As you come around, the bike comes around so naturally. You don't, you're not jerking it as you go along. So I'm pretty impressed.
Thank you.
With your ability and especially your adaptability on such a tall bike. I mean, you can barely touch your toes on the ground there with that as it is. So you're rocking it. You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
We visited some lighthouses along the way. Let's see if we can bomb it this time as well. Listen, we started out in, where were we? In Bandon. We started out in Bandon, Oregon this morning, and just stuck really to the 101 all the way up the coastline. Hit some lighthouses and some stunning scenery along the way. Lots of photo opportunities that you're seeing while I'm talking about that here. Anything else comes to mind? We're at a KOA here in Lincoln City. We've met another pair of riders, a father-son duo that way, and they're headed the other way there, so it's been kind of fun to exchange some notes there with them. Tomorrow we're going to hit Saltwater National Park, which is just north of Tacoma. There, it's a camping spot in the middle of kind of an urban setting, it looks like, at least on the map. We'll see how that's going to go that way. Anything else come to mind?
Oh, just that the ride's been spectacular. I think today's been probably my favorite.
Been a little more relaxed today.
It has been, yeah.
130 miles, 134 miles, really.
Mm-hmm.
And the roads haven't been as curvy, windy, and windy.
No wind and no winds.
As it goes as well. So,
not too bad.
That being said, I want to do a quick equipment review, a quick gear review here on some electronic stuff. We're traveling with a lot of electronics, not just the iPhones, but our set of headsets as well that need to be charged up, as well as the iPad that I'm using to edit with. And then all the GoPros. We have 4 GoPros that we're using that I've yet to get a single frame of footage from, it seems, that I like, that's any good. The one thing, though, that's kept us afloat is this, it's the Sherpa 100D. I think that's what it is. I don't have my glasses on. The 100 PD, right? It's made by GoZero. And basically it's a big, huge battery, and this charges right off the 12-volt system. We have 2 of these, one for each bike. It sits in the tank bag, and over the days, course of time, it charges. And then this will charge everything that we need to have charged, like both our Senna headsets, our phones. It's a wireless charger for the phones that way as well, with room to spare. At the next morning, I have 75% charge still left on this battery. Very impressed with this. Would not be able to do this trip without this type of technology going on. There's an on-off switch. There's standard USB ports. This is the charge port that comes off of the USB cable, or the 12-volt cable into here, and then this switch goes through and turns on for wireless charging for this REI, $199. A little steep. Goal Zero products are a little expensive that way, but this has been indispensable for the trip there as it goes. One thing that I am a little bit disappointed in is the Garmin Zumo X that I bought for the trip. And while it does a great job in going through and giving us a route while we're riding, it maps out well. And there's a number of different types of maps that you can do with this. It's hung us out to dry on a couple of navigations that really weren't all that unclear. So if you're using one of these, make sure when you put in your navigation data that you look at the entire trip and make sure that it's not taking you down a rosy path, because this has done that to us 3 times now. And I've gone through the settings to see maybe if there's some setting that I'm not aware of that says, you know, take the wildest road you could possibly find, but I've yet to find that on here. And I'm sure it's probably user error on my part. What I really like about it, gloves on, touch friendly, very easy to use and navigate. The menu is a lot more intuitive than any other Garmin product, any other Zumo product that I've used that's come out there. So there's that one. This is an older product, and Garmin has since bought out DeLorme. This is an old Inreach. They make the new Inreach Minis. What I really love about this is when we're off-grid, we can still go through and text via satellite. So we were off-grid, I think, our first night, where we had no signal, no nothing, really. And this is how we're able to go through and communicate back to our partners. Back to our partners. Their stop. These are no longer made. I think they're closed out. They're the ones that, again, are carried through REI into the sports supply companies for about $249, if I remember right. This is also a Goal Zero product. This is their, it's a mini lamp. Let's see if I can find a name on it. Oh, this is a Lighthouse Mini. The main lighthouse has a crank on it to where you can go through and generate power and store that power. This one doesn't have that, but this does go through and charge right off the Goal Zero battery. Of course, it's going to go through and do that. It has a couple different settings as far as light is concerned. It's handy with a little stand that has a hook as well that you can put into the tent and hang up. Love this a lot. Worth every penny there, and it's very durable. It's been knocked around in the panniers quite a bit, and yet it comes out swinging. So just a quick update on kind of the electronic stuff that keeps us up to date. In a way, I kind of wish I wasn't doing this blog or this vlog, if you will, because I would like to maybe simplify my life a little bit. But since we made that choice, here we are, and going through and recording this. So we're in a KOA, which is a little louder and more populated than what we've been in before, but that's cool. People here are very nice, and it's KOA, you always kind of know what you're getting into when you get into a campground. And this is coming from somebody who is an overlander, and I would much rather be off on a forest road someplace away from people, but for our intents and purposes, it seems to be working out. All right, any parting shots for you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once again, I have to say I'm so glad to have you on this trip.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, it's been amazing to go through and
so much more to come.
See what's going on. Yeah, please join us
Yeah.
for what else is going to be happening, all right? And we'll try to update you, if not every night or every day, every couple of days as we acquire more stories to tell, all right? So again, as Addie pointed out at the beginning of the show, if you like it, please subscribe and like and follow us along, okay? I'm Eric Young, Addie Young, for UTADV. Thanks for joining us.